pages over the next couple of days, so ask me on Thursday. Okay?
Mighty fine.
All right, here we are. We just talked about the homework packet. On page 317, you do not need to do number 18 at the top of the page. Now we're getting ready to start lesson 6.2, problem 2. It begins on page 386. Get you situated. There we go. All right, good morning. How's it going?
Good.
We are finishing off chapter 6. We started it yesterday, Christian. We'll do some more today, some more tomorrow. Thursday, we'll review a little bit of this stuff only. And Friday, we begin to study for the final. Now, you are ready in your homework packets. I have been getting a little bit of chapter 1, a little bit of chapter 2, a little bit of chapter 3. So you're refreshing your memory. Dependent, independent variable, function notation, how to make those tables, all of that kind of stuff you're reviewing. And we'll look at it hard on Friday and Monday. Those are our big final review days. Yes?
So next week is Dead Week?
It actually starts Wednesday of this week. So 1 week before finals start is called Dead Week. Okay, and
what does that mean?
Technically, you're supposed to not miss class, and technically, we're supposed to slow down on new material. From there on out, it's review. Okay, but it's like the time right before finals where we're getting ready for finals. Okay, all right. Let It Snow Resort. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit excited about this weather and the snow it's putting up there in Tahoe, and the break, which is now 9 days away. Yeah. Yes, but no. We'll make it. We can do it. Okay. Less than 100. Somebody to read about Let It Snow.
Right here.
Please give your attention to Jerry. Hold on a minute. If you can hear me, snap once. Good. Thank you.
Alright. Let It Snow Resort offers 2 winter specials: the Getaway Special and the Extended Stay Special. Let It Snow claims that the Extended Stay Special is a better deal. The Getaway Special offers 2 nights of lodging and 4 meals for $207. The Extended Stay Special offers 3 nights of lodging and 8 meals for $435. Determine if the extended stay special is a better deal.
Okay, so we're at Let It Snow Resort for both of these offers. But we're trying to decide which package to buy. Let's see, probably make it a tiny bit bigger here. Which package to buy? They have the Getaway Special. Has 2 nights of lodging and 4 meals for $270. And then the Extended Stay offers 3 nights of lodging and 8 meals for $435. Okay, so depending on how long you're staying and how much you eat, you can get some deals. Write an equation in standard form that represents the Getaway Special. Let N represent the cost per 1 night of lodging at the resort, and let M represent the cost of a meal. So they've given us variables. Okay, so this one is Getaway Special. And that was the first bit of information they gave us, Getaway Special. 2 nights, 2N plus 4 meals. How are we going to represent that? 4M. 2, they told us to let nights equal N. 4, they told us to let meals equal M. Equals a certain amount of money. How much money for Getaway Special?
270.
270. Guillermo, take the your phone out, please. 270. Write an equation in standard form that represents extended stay. So number 2, same kind of thing, extended stay. Right now at your table, please read the second to last sentence. We have the key info circled and underlined right here. Write an equation similar to what we did for getaway for extended stay. I bet you can do that in 30 seconds. Ready, go.
Use the same variables used for question one.
Same variables, please. We're going to kind of try and compare the two. Looks good. Looks good. You guys got it. Everybody's in agreement. Looks good. 5 more seconds.
I would do it.
Start.
Get that.
Use those two books in front of them.
We got 3 nights and good. And how do you write 3 nights? Good. 3n plus
8
All right. Nice work there. Here's what I'm seeing around the room.
Answers.
3n plus, hello? 8m equals 435. How are the equations the same? How are these equations different? Same.
Same variables.
Variables. Different.
Numbers.
Oh, that was a big sigh. Numbers, amounts. Complete part A and B, A through H to write and solve the system equations of the 2 winter specials. Okay, here we go. Shift it on up. All right. Multiply each side of the equation that represents the getaway special by -2. So getaway special, we're going to multiply by -2. Let's go take a look at that. Here's getaway special, 2n plus 4m equals 270. And they want us to times all the way through by -2. All right? So this is just, they've told us to do this, and we'll see what we see when we do it, if there's a reason why. 2 times -2 is -4n plus 2 times 4, or -2 times 4 is -8m equals 2 times 270. Somebody with a calculator out there.
540.
All right, and it's -540. So they introduced a factor of 2, which you can do as long as you multiply everything. So they're changing the equation to look different, but if you multiply everything, it's still balanced across its equals. It should be equal. Write a linear system of equation using the transformed equation that you wrote for getaway special and the equation for extended stay. So here's the transform, negative there's the transformed version. Is that high enough? I'll move it on up. And now they want us to write a system of equations with the other special. So this is getaway. I got to look back up to number 2 for extended stay. I'm just going to copy it down, lining up variables. Well, this is from number 2, and that's just the info about extended stay. This is from number 4A above, and that's the transformed version for getaway. How do the coefficients of the equations in your linear system compare? First of all, what is a coefficient?
The number on the opposite side of the variable, like the 8 is the coefficient.
The number on the front, or the opposite side of the variable, like the 8s and the 4s and the 3s. So coefficients are they're with something. This is not a coefficient because it's by itself. It's not a co. Okay, co means with something, coefficient. All right, what do we notice here about that, and that? Do you see something that pops out at you?
Yes, I do.
What do you see, Andy?
Well, I see that if you went one more day. Wait, am I on the right track?
Well, you're on a track. I'm not sure if it's a track we need, but what are you thinking?
Never mind.
Okay,
It came to an end.
Jerry.
The meals cancel out.
The meals cancel out right here. Do you agree with Jerry? I've got a -8 and a +8. All right. Now, what are we doing to make those meals canceled out?
Times by -2.
We times it by -2, and then remember what we were doing yesterday? I'm putting a big line underneath for a hint. What are we doing to this? We're combining the two equations. It's kind of a subtract. We're adding opposites. And we've done that because we've created this transformed version here with this negative that matches the positive. When we combine those, a +8, -8 is going to cancel out. Guillermo, I think I've asked you once already to take that out. Okay? Here we go. So now, if we combine everything else, what's -4 plus +3? Oh, am I getting ahead of things? How do the coefficients of the equation compare? The 8s are opposites. And then in D, it asks us to add them. So -4, +3. I'm going to write the answer up here in D. -1 and equals. Somebody with a calculator. Woo, woo. How did he get that?
He's a human calculator.
He used a calculator and added these two together, yes? -540 plus +35. We're combining these two equations. We've canceled out one piece. So, what do we have there, Jerry? -105. Okay. Is that a solution? Or is there one more step?
Gotta divide.
So n equals 105. That's part of my solution. How will you determine the m value?
Plug it back in.
Plug it back in. Now, where are we going to plug it back in? One of the equations. We've got a couple versions. We've got a getaway, we have an extended stay, and we have a transformed version. Let's see, Christopher, you get to pick. Which equation, getaway, extended stay, or transformed? Getaway. Okay, so here's the equation Christopher would like us to use. 2n plus 4m equals 270, and I'm just getting that from the beginning of the problem. That was number 1. I'm going to plug in a value for n that we just solved for. So where it says n, I'm going to substitute 105. Now I'm going to multiply by 2. This is 210 plus 4m, 270. Why do they ask us a question like that and give us this big of a spot? I'm going to say goodbye, F. I don't even know what you say, but I need more room. Now, I'm going to minus the 210 from both sides, because I want to get m's by itself and numbers on the other side. So that's positive 210, negative 210. They cancel. I have this 4m I'm going to bring down. What happens when you add 270 plus negative 210?
60.
We're close. We're close. Oscar, what am I going to do next?
Divide by 4.
Thank you.
15.
M equals 15. Okay. Let's take a look at this. I'm sure they're going to ask us what this means. What is the solution of the linear system? Interpret the solution of the linear system in the problem. So we found out n equals 105 and m equals 15. What is n?
Wait,
Well, what does n stand for?
M is meals, N is nights.
Meals, nights. Doesn't seem right to me. Let me see if we got this right. Yep, that's what it's supposed to be. If I'm staying 105 nights, I'm going to need more meals than that.
I think it's dollars.
I think it's the money, like $105.
No, go back to the beginning. Let's see. Let n represent the cost of one night. Oh, and m represent the cost of each meal. You're right. You're right. It is the cost. That makes sense. 105 for my room and $15 for my meal. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, wait a minute. I'm hungry looking at that. Okay. This is the night's cost and the meal's cost. Check your solution algebraically. We haven't done that before. Check our solution algebraically. That means let's plug it into one of our equations and see if it works. Do we still want to use getaway, or you want to trick it up and use getaway? So here's our equation. 2n plus 4m equals 270. We're going to double check, did we get something that works? 2, replace the n. 4, replace the m. We're substituting these both in to see if it works. Calculators.
Jerry.
10 plus 60.
210 plus 60, 270 equals 270. That looks good. Okay. Now, is the extended stay... Oh, man, sorry, guys. Trying to find the best way to make this work. Is the extended stay special the better deal? Explain why or why not. So,
Why is it like you get out of it?
okay, so let's compare the two. Getaway, extended stay.
Like, it honestly depends on how long you just want to be on vacation. And how much money you want to spend.
Depends on what you get out of it.
And like,
Because
how much money
getaway
you
is better deal for money wise,
And if they have a
but
huge
extended
pool.
stay is better deal on like meals and places to sleep.
All right, so did I write that right? Yeah, so some people it says it's depending on what you want and how many nights you're staying. And you know, the bottom line is how much money is in your pocket sometimes. If I don't have that much money, I got to go with this one. Sometimes it comes down to how much time you have. If I can only stay 2 nights, I'm going to go with this one. But go ahead. But look at this. When I look at those meals, that's double of this. What's double of that?
4.
So if I just kind of try and compare 4n plus 8m, what's double of that? I'm just in my head rambling with numbers. I'm doubling everything. Somebody times this by 2 for us.
540.
Yeah, February.
40. So it would be smarter to get the extended.
Whoop. 435. Okay, so that's when meals compare. Yeah, but the nights, you get a whole nother night for this. And how many more bucks? Not 5 more bucks. This is 435. So this is 65. This is 105.
I would not do it.
They're about the same.
Just don't go there.
What?
Just don't go
The
there.
other way. Save my money.
Save your money. All right. Again, kind of depends on how much money you have, how many nights that you have. I don't know if they could clearly say one's a better deal or not. Answer says,
Neither.
Sounds like
no. Since Let It Snow Resort charges the same amount for meals and lodgings for both specials, the specials are the same. The specials are the same. So what we solved for is where those two intersect. And so they said no, specials are the same. All right. Okay, that was not very exciting. But here's what we did learn. This -2 trick. You guys had some equations yesterday that were something like this. X plus y equals 8, and x plus -y equals 20. Remember this?
Yeah.
So you learned how to solve this system by adding. If you have a plus y and a -y and we add, those two cancel out. What happens to the two x's? That's a 1 plus a 1, or a 2x equals 28, x equals 14. All right, so if we can see that we have a plus y and a -y that match, we can combine them. Sometimes our equations start out where they don't necessarily match, but I can easily see, oh, there's something I can do to make them match. I can make them match by timesing this equation by a -2. Okay, timesing by a -2 made that m be a -8 and that m be a +8. So that's what we ended up solving down here. But it took us a step before we could do that. All right. Should we try some of those? Close your book and get out your homework packet, please.
Eric,